7 years ago, I was diagnosed with prostate cancer and had a radical prostatectomy. 3 years after that, one of the symptoms of prostate cancer, you get urinary incontinence, and you're up a lot during the night. I had a lot of medication, patches and pills and everything, which never really seemed to work. Put up with that for quite a few years. As desperation, I thought I'd try some of this blueberry tea. And I wasn't that sort of, I was a bit sceptical. Kept trying, and it just seemed to make a little bit of difference. So over the years, I just kept going and it seemed to get a little bit better. And I did find when I stopped taking it, especially overnight, if I didn't have my nighttime tea, I'd be up again at night several times. To the point now, whereas if I have a tea at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock at night, I can nearly go all night. If I don't, so it definitely makes a difference in that area. Now the other thing, which is a bit of a sideline, which I didn't expect at all, what would it be, 5 years ago, my PSA started to rise again, which is a sign of reoccurrence, and prostate cancer has come back. But it was only slowly, very slowly rising. Now they have a figure that they look at, they say is a reoccurrence. Well, it hadn't got to that point. Over the last 2 years, it was approaching the point where it was a reoccurrence. Well, 2 years ago, it did get to that point, which was clinically considered as a reoccurrence. But there's an upper and a lower point. When you get to the upper point, which is they recommend radiation therapy. Well, over a 12-month period, it's getting closer and closer and closer to that point. I retired in that time, and I started taking the tea 3 times a day instead of once a night. Well, my last 3 PSA tests have actually dropped slightly. So it's been a continual rise, but now it's a very slow decrease in PSA levels. So I don't know whether it's the tea that's caused it or not, but that's the best part of it all. The actual PSA level is going down.
How many cups do you have a day?
3 a day now.
You used to have 2 before.
Yeah, I used to have 2. I used to have 2 before, and maybe sometimes 1. I'd sometimes not have any. I wasn't that good about having it. Sometimes I just wouldn't have it at all. I'd go away working, I wouldn't have it at all. And, but so now I have it 3 times a day, and that seems to have made the difference. But something's made a difference anyway. My PSA is definitely fallen. It has. I think the last 3 blood tests, it's actually fallen instead of rising. Very slightly, but it certainly hasn't risen. The fact that it hasn't risen is even pretty good. So, it'll be far from being cured, but definitely something's making a difference.
That's awesome. And how do you feel in yourself?
Well, pretty good. You feel pretty good at the fact that, I was staring down radiation track very soon. I'm planning on going on a trip tomorrow. We leave tomorrow. it looked like I wasn't going to be able to go because of starting radiation. Well, I'm able to go on the trip now, and they'll have another look to see where it is when I come back. So there was no way that was going to happen.
That's awesome, isn't it? Well, that's...
So whether it's the tea or whether it's something else, I don't really know.
Yeah. Sort of all, I guess, faces towards the tea, perhaps. I think it's the tea.
Well, I was taking the tea while my PSA was rising, but only 1 cup, and maybe 2 sometimes. So whether it's the extra dose or whether, I don't know what it is. Yeah, time will tell. Yeah, ask me again in 5 years' time.